Good evening.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name's Barry.
And I'm Jay.
And together we are Mitosu Crafts.
Yes, thank you for joining us and welcome to our channel. We're independent Stampin' Up demonstrators based in the UK, so if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, or the Netherlands, you'll be able to purchase current Stampin' Up products from our online shop. Do use the current host code, which can be found on our website at mitosocrafts.com to receive a handmade card from us the following month and any extra gifts if your order qualifies. So we give away packs of gems as well as exclusive tutorial bundle designed by the Stampin' Glam Squad and the Global Creative Project. We put out a couple of live streams throughout the week, so consider subscribing to our channel if you'd love to see more card making and papercraft inspiration using Stampin' Up products. We also give away the projects that we create via a random draw, so pop in a comment. You do need to be subscribed to pop in a comment, so do that first and pop in a comment. You'll be put into the random draw during the live stream as well. So before we do the random draw for either of these, so this one was the second project that I created. Well,
I'm just thinking of the air holder.
My air holder, yeah. Or my first card, which is like the
I think it's probably going to be that one, which we will send, because it's going to be easier to send than some air.
It fits in
some padded.
Fits in the thing. It fits in an envelope.
Not. You may have to tie your own bow though when you get it. So
we will see.
Is this winner's choice? Is it?
I guess winner's
choice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So whoever wins, would you like a card or would you like some air? No,
British
I'm
air.
joking. So some this treat holder. So I suppose it. Well, yeah, I suppose it is. We're going to leave it to winner's choice. You may have to tie your own bow though, because we may have to untie the bow to be able to get it into an envelope to get it a bit flatter.
Yes.
So winner's choice.
Cool. So yes. So glad we've sorted that. We'll say hello to those.
So you got a few seconds. So I did pop a link in the comments. If you haven't popped a comment in yet, the link is in the chat. So we're going to say hi to everyone now. If you want to pop in a little, click that link on a new tab and put a comment in. You may be lucky.
Yes. So we have Anne, hello, Sandra, Betty, Mitosu, Janice, Valerie, Sandra BL, Maureen, Betty Bailey, Mandy, hello, oh, Linda, Gian, Connie, hi, and we have Jumpin' Jack,
How's it gone?
Kathy, Cindy, the Bling Bling Crafter, Joanne, Louise, and True Blaze, Catherine,
We've got Louise there as well.
Susan, Louise, and Nikki, and Amanda. It kept jumping.
I do apologise if we've missed your name out there. I think you might have skipped a few. But
no, I have not.
Have you not?
No, I haven't.
If you skipped your name there, tell him off in the comments, please.
I'm going back now. You were
He's out of practice. Yeah, do
yeah,
apologise. We've been missing in action over the last sort of week or so. But birthdays are out the way. Days out are out the way. We should be back to some kind of normality now. I think the next big thing is. Well, we have got a busy day on Sunday this week, so our live may be a little bit hectic on Sunday because we have our TNT, our all-day craft retreat with myself and Jay and Sarah, Hilary and Lola from Germany, and the others from the UK. That's on Sunday, so there is still a chance to book in for that one, isn't there?
Yes, the worldwide option.
For the worldwide option. Just that will be for come and join us for the day. You'll get the instructions. You'll get the 4 live tutorials. It is open worldwide, so obviously depending on your time zone you may have to catch it on replay. They will be recorded ready for you for a later date as well. So Jay will probably pop the link for that one in the comments, so if you are interested in booking in. And obviously I'm booking for some of our classes. We've got Peaceful Cabin next week.
Yes, that's about it. I haven't added the rest yet.
Let's watch this space for some more.
And we had our first in-person class.
Yes, we had our first in-person class last night, so yes, which was very Good. It was nice to be back. I think everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think we enjoyed it.
Yeah, we did. It was hard work, but it was good.
They missed my dancing apparently, so that was good.
So.
Right.
Yes. My dad's birthday. He had a lovely birthday. As far as I know, he seemed to enjoy it. So Mum will have to answer that question a bit more, I suppose. I think he enjoyed himself.
Yeah.
So it was a nice day out to the Isle of Wight on Friday, and then a nice dinner on Sunday. So good. So we're going to pick the random winner. Then, like I say, winner's choice for one of those projects. So let's go over, and then we will crack on with tonight's demonstration.
Right. So refresh.
Ooh, 4 extra people.
Ooh.
Are you going to be one of the 4? So good luck.
Good luck.
Who is it?
We all wish you
Janice Adams, congratulations.
Yay!
Details popping up along the screen. Please message us, Barry and Jay at mitosucrafts.com, and one of those projects will be popping their way in the post to you. So what would you like, Janice? If you can pop today's date in the subject line, so winner 22nd of September, so it's easy for me to search. Pop your address in the body of the message, and let us know what one you would like. I think we've got some very hungry cats as well. Yes.
Where is it, Minnie? Suki.
So, Janice, congratulations. Let us know what you'd like.
Congratulations.
So, tonight's demonstration. So we've got, I'm casing a artisan design team member tonight because I saw her card and it was absolutely amazing. So that was from Tammy Wilson. So that's going to be the second card I'm going to make. But for the first card, I'm going to have to prepare one of the elements for the second card so I can make the first card because it's using the offcuts. So I'm going to be using I'll turn on some lights in a moment. I'm going to be using the Whimsical Trees stamp set here, and I'm also going to be pairing that with some of the sentiments from other stamp sets. Am I using it? Yeah, I am. Because I'm going to be using Season's Greetings on this one, and I'm going to be Christmas Cheer throughout the year on this one here for the Time for Giving. Because I just wanted something. I didn't want these, as lovely as these are, they didn't quite work with the style and the layout I was working for this particular card, for the second card, and they were too big for the first card. So that's the only reason why I'm not really using these ones here. I wanted something which was slim and longer there for these two, Season's Greetings and Christmas Cheer throughout the year. I suppose I could actually use Season's Greetings, so I could have the two because I'm using the Season's Greetings there. So that's why I'm doing that, but the main focus is I'm going to be using the trees here, and I'm going to be using the lovely Christmas Trees dies which coordinate with the Whimsical Trees stamp set as well. So let's crack on, and let's see how we get on with this one. Let's turn on some light, shall we? There we go, nice and bright for us now. So I've already gone ahead and I've gone and cut myself my card base here. So this is our standard card base, which is 14.6 by 21, scored in half at 10.5. I got myself a bit of the Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper as well, and I've got this piece cut down to 7.5 centimeters by 11 centimeters, and then I've got myself a bit of a Whisper White basic white paper, which is 10.5 by 7. So it's just a little bit lower than that to give me a nice matte and layer around that, and that will eventually go on like this. But what I want to do is I need to do some stamping first, and I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to position this tree nicely in the middle like this, and then I'm going to die cut it out, and then the offcut is what I'm going to use for the first card, and the tree is what I'm going to use for the second card. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a cut. The second card is very technique heavy, so it's definitely not for your faint-hearted, because there's a lot of stuff. There's embossing, there's heat embossing, there's the dauber technique, which I'm going to be doing, there's die cutting, there's blending, so there's lots going on with it, which is why I loved it, because it was great. And yeah, so I'm going to prepare the tree for the second card, and then we'll finish the first card off. So I've got 3 colours here. I've got Polished Pink, I've got Garden Green, and I've got Misty Moonlight, and I've also got myself some daubers to work with both of these. So I just need to Okay, what one is what? That's that one there. I'm going to take this one. So if you've never done this dauber technique, this is great for this. So I'm just going to take one dauber. I'm going to ink this up, and I'm going to then just transfer this ink over to this tree. And you just do one colour at a time. So I'm doing my polished pink at the top. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Misty Moonlight, and then I'm going to then pop that in the middle, and I'm going to go over the polished pink a little bit as well, and then just pop that in just to blend them together. See, it's that noisy car again. See, told you. Every time. I can go back over with the polished pink a little bit as well, just to soften it out. It doesn't matter, it's just going to just blend them, the two together quite nicely. Alright, and then I'm going to finish off with some garden green down the bottom down here. This is such a fun technique, so... and then we'll do that. In like that, and then if I want to, I may just blend it out a little bit more with the Misty Moonlight. So I've got that done, and then I will then just take this straight down to my cardstock. So I'm going to pop, because I'm going to be using the offcut on this, I'm going to position it nicely. Down we go, and then transfer this ink. You think I'm going to go -3? Inicky, or is that just 3? I'm going to give stuff to Jay. Is that how I get a minus figure? And there you go. And that's how you get a tritone tree. All right. So that's how that is done. So that's then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to die cut this one, because I actually made the first card first, and I thought, oh, I don't really want to get rid of the offcut, because I'm sure I can use that for something, so that's why I then decided to come up with this one here. So, trees, dies. Christmas tree dies here. And we have got this one. Okay, so you've got the die which fits this perfectly, like that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to die cut this one out. Well, no pressure then, Betty. Is that 0 for me tonight? And I'm going to use our plates here. And I'm just going to cut. So I've got my mini here for this one. And we'll just die cut this out. Carefully pop that on, like so, and then just carefully pop the lid down, and then die cut that out. Yeah, it's a lovely technique, isn't it, Mandy? And there we have our die cut tree right there. Alright, so I can put that to one side. For a moment. So, and that can go to one side, ready for the second tree. Okay. What I've also got here, I've got that designer series bit of paper. So that's this one, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to stick that one down straight away onto this bit here. So this is a great way of using up that paper. You can decide to use different patterns depending on what you want. I'm going to use more of a solid colour because I think it works better with this style. Okay, but it's a great way of, again, showing off that designer series paper. So, and I know you've all got loads of it in your collection. Don't you? We all have. So, and it's a great way. So now my decision is, do I want to pop this onto some dimensionals just to give it a little bit more? because what I'm going to do is I've already gone ahead and cut it. Now I'm going to actually use what I've already gone ahead and pre-cut. So inside the die collection, you have got this die right here, which is this one, which cuts it out like this. Okay, now it is actually a lot larger. It's like this, but I thought I want to use it with the small tree, so all I did is I popped it in there. It still works fine, and then I've just gone ahead and I've just gone to snip the bottom off. So you've got this part here which you can then do something else with, but you think to yourself, oh, I haven't got it's not suitable for the small tree. It is, you just need to cut the base of it off. So that's going to go in like that. So rather than me wasting another piece, I may as well just use what I've already gone ahead and cut. So I can either, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick this down on some dimensionals. And then I'll work inside. Because I think just giving it some extra layers just I think just take it to another level, literally. So, but obviously what I want to do is I want to try and make sure that I build up some of these dimensionals around the tree, because it's weaker in the middle. So I just need to make sure I pop some along this side here, just to give it some stability. Good, that's that. You know what? I'm gonna have to use lots. I need to pop one in the middle as well. Can't stop. And one at the top. There we go. Alright, so we take all of these off. See, now this is why we put these lines on our dimensionals. It's so when you're using lots of dimensionals like this, it's so easy to work out what you have actually taken the backing paper off. Because I'm using it's just normal basic white, so it's obviously it's flimsier than the thick, obviously. So putting some extra dimensionals on it as well just does give it that stability. And being that I've weakened the centre of it as well by die cutting it out, you do just need to. So I haven't wasted them; they are needed. So we will gently put this in, lining that one up around. So that's automatically created a bit more interest on that tree anyway, because it's naturally raised up, and because we put the dimensionals around, it doesn't sag in the middle, so it's quite a nice thickness all the way around there. What we can do here is we can position this down like that, and I'm just going to think to myself about my sentiments. So I'm going to go Christmas cheer throughout the year, can go down the bottom down there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick this down first. I believe I'm covering up this beautiful paper, but this is an offcut. This piece of paper is an offcut from a card which I have prepped today for Fun Fold Friday. There will be a Fun Fold Friday this week. Whether or not it will be coming to you live or pre-recorded, I do not know. But I have designed it today, and it is ready to go. And did you see it, Jay?
Yes.
Fun Fold Friday.
See me say wow.
Because I'm very happy with it.
It's really. I was just like wow.
So, and it's very, very easy as well. So yeah, so Fun Fold Friday will be going ahead this week. So please tune in on Friday at 6 PM for it. And yes, we will have. And I've used this paper, but I've used the side which I've covered up, so it doesn't matter. I have got my fix of that. I'm not wasting that lovely shiny paper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to then stamp this Christmas cheer throughout the year on the bottom of this card. So I'm going to be using Misty Moonlight because it then matches the card itself. Okay, and then I will stick that down the bottom down here. I've just got a horrible feeling that this stamp isn't straight, so I'm just going to test this for a moment. Yeah, I didn't think it was. I remember from thing I must have put the sticker on wonky. So I just need to compensate for that. I just need to, yeah, need to pop up one end. Yeah, if you're unsure, then you may just want to just test your stamping. And I know if I go down like this, it's going to be wonky, so I need to just up my Christmas a little bit. And then that should, he says, be a lot straighter. So I just had to compensate for my dodgy sticking of my label on. Okay, so that's that one. What we have also got, so I've already gone ahead, like I said, on this one, I've gone ahead and pre-cut some of that stuff. Oh, Tommy, why do you need to sit on everything where we've...
Because you didn't pull out the chair.
Oh, has he not got a chair to sit on? No, he hasn't, has he? Alright, so in here as well, oops, we have got some stars. So we've got some stars down here, and we have also got some baubles, or ornaments, depending on what you want to call them. So I've gone ahead and I've gone and pre-cut these. So you get 5 stars and you get 8 ornaments. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've gone and pre-cut the star, and I've used that lovely glitter paper as well. So that one there is going to be used for the star, so we can have a nice glittery star at the top. And I've gone ahead and I've gone and pre-cut the dies. I've gone and pre-cut the baubles, and I've gone and pre-cut them in mint macaron. Yes, mint macaron. Because then this makes this more of a, I would say it's made it more of a male Christmas card. So again, if you were to use in the pack, you've got some lovely polished pink as well. So if you used a nice pot with the snowflakes on it, so if you used a polished pink and maybe the polished pink sentiment, you've got a very feminine card. By doing it this way, we think this has turned into more of a masculine card just through the colours which we've used. Okay, so that can then get stuck into the middle, and that's going to get stuck straight down onto the designer series paper. I will then stick that star on the top as well, so I just need to just gently pop some small amounts of glue along this, along the edges, and that will be enough to stick that down. So what's everyone saying, Jay? Any? So I'll just stick that down in the middle, like so. So how many of you have got this set already? How many of you have got it? How many of you haven't got it but are now going, I want it? Because we were like that, we didn't have it. And now we wanted it. So that's that. So I've got a little bits of glue on there, and they will eventually set up and then hold that whole thing down. So that just looks quite nice on there as it is. I'll take a little bit of glue, and I will then take this ornament right here, the star, a tiny amount of glue on the top. And then we'll then just stick a star up here like that, and try not to move it. That can go in like that. Okay, so you could, well, that doesn't really fit like that, does it? So that there is quite a simple card. If you want to then take this with the ornaments right here now, we can then just take our take your pick tool, and we'll pick up an ornament. And what I would suggest we do is we want to then work out where we want these to be. So I want one ornament right there. And I'll pick another one up, and then I'll pop another one over here. And I'm just kind of going to hang these off of the hang them down, and then I may just need to just tweak these a little bit. Like that. And then I'll just go round.
Betty Bailey said she wants it now. Mandy's gonna post once her craft room is finished on the crafty stampers Facebook group as well. And she said silver, how's it silver? Silver ornaments would look nice as well.
Yes, I think they would do actually.
Ooh. Or bronzy.
Yes, we were sort of like polished pink ornaments as well. I think any colour ornaments, or you could do a multicolour of ornaments on this.
Yeah,
you don't.
Rainbow one.
They don't need to, because I've just kept it very, very tonal.
Yes, okay.
But the problem is when working with small pieces like this, you get a little bit with my chunky fingers, get a little bit in the way.
That's what the Take Your Pick tool is amazing.
It is.
Iniki says Misty Moonlight and Cinnamon Cider are the incolors you'll miss the most.
Yes, well at least we've still got plenty of time to use them, so they are not gone yet.
Yeah, Misty Moonlight is one of my favorites.
Yeah, we use Misty Moonlight an awful lot actually, don't we? It's because it's not. It's a nice in between colour. It's not too dark. It's not too light. So it's definitely one.
Oh, hi Ruth. Ruth is in.
Hi Ruth. And then this can go in.
Suki.
Like that. I've kind of gone, I wish I'd pushed that one over a little bit. Let's see, I can get that one over a little bit.
Bruce was like, please don't make me want this set.
Well, the second card, obviously I'm not going to blame it on Trump because it's not my design, but I tell you what, the second card is amazing. So and then that can go on like that. So we've got ourselves some ornaments in there as well. I seem to be missing a couple of ornaments because there should be 8. I'm missing one. So and I will probably have had one at the top here as well. I will have to die cut another one off camera, and I will then stick the 8th one on there. But that there is just a simple card using the offcuts, because remember that we've already prepared the tree for the second card, but we've used the offcuts. So if you do make these cards, you can at least make 2 cards. Or you've got the elements for 2 cards ready there as well, just by doing that. So when you're cutting out, just think about that. Can I use the offcut for something as well, rather than wasting it, or then just use, obviously if you die cuts, we save all of these pieces and we use these as offcuts for that little bits of die cuts. But I think that's quite a nice little way of just using, and that's really a simple card. So that is card number 1 done. Now we're going to move on to the wow, which I think is just amazing. So this was, who was it again, Joe? It was Tammy Wilson, wasn't it, that I've cased this from. I saw it, so she's an artisan design team member. I saw it and it was just absolutely gorgeous. So I just needed to show it to you, because not all of you will see it. So yeah, I figured you needed to see it. Where's the scrub? I didn't have to scrub. Yeah, Jay, you really like her stuff as well, don't you, Jay? As well, I think I'd see her stuff pop up. But Jay knew exactly who I was talking about and her style as soon as I mentioned her name. I said I'm gonna case Tammy. So lovely. So that's that one. I'm just gonna pop this stamp away. So it's.
So Betty says, I love the simplicity of this first card and great for mass production.
Yes, I'm very good.
Amanda says, totally gonna have to case the first card.
You may want to case the second card as well at the same time.
And Ruth said, #Barry made me buy it.
Yes, let's get that one. Chunky Thinkers Unite. Sorry, I've just seen that one pop.
That's so funny.
So good. Right, I just need to get myself rid of a few things over here because I don't want to get myself dirty. Okay, so that was the sentiment which I used in the from the Time for Giving stamp set. Christmas cheer throughout the year was used for that one. So for the second card, I have got myself, let's get my paper sorted. So I've got myself my basic white thick. Again, we'll just cut our normal card base down to size. Again, obviously this depends on what market you're looking in, because I know obviously in America yours are slightly different, but we cut ours down to 14.6, which is 5 3/4, which is 21 centimeters, which is 8 1/4, and then I score it at 10 1/2, which is 4 1/8. So I think your card bases are worldwide friendly. It's just the fact that I confuse you all by working in centimetres and inches on the same card, which I do apologise, it's just how I work. So I've got that one there. That's my card base sorted, so I'm just going to fold and burnish this one right here. I'm then going to cut myself another piece. And I'm going to cut myself some basic whites now on this one. And I'm going to cut this to 10 by 14.1. Okay, that's that piece. And then I'm going to cut myself another piece which is measuring 10 by 8. Okay, which is that piece right there. And then
Thanks for popping by, Catherine. She's going back to work.
Have a good day at work, Catherine. Watch the catch up. You're in the draw to win the first card. Come back and on the replay and pop another comment in down below to be in a chance to win this card which I'm making right now. So I've got those two pieces. So card base, I've got one layer here which was 10 by 14.1, and I've got another layer there which was 10 by 8. I've already got my tree, which is going to go on right here like that. I do need to just get myself some other things prepared.
What do you need?
So I don't need that. No, I don't need nothing. Not yet. I don't. Look at him trying to jinx me. I think I'm organised tonight. Going to use these trees right here. So trees, and that's all I need for those. And I'm going to be using the amazing, this lovely, the bedazzling paper. So you've only got a few days left, if it's still in stock that is, to get your hands on this paper, because it is a freebie paper during celebration, and if you like it you can get it with a qualifying order of £45 or more. If it's still in stock, actually, Jay, could you just check that for us and see if check the website and see if it is still available? So I'd hate to say, if you've got it then great, if you haven't then, and if it's still available.
If you got it, stock up.
Yeah. So I'm just going to run these two trees through the machine at the moment. So again, I've got my little mini Suki right here.
Oh wow.
And we're just going to run these through like that. What are you wowing at?
You can make a face.
He sees so many weird stuff and stuff. Okay, it's sold out in Canada. Okay.
I'm still loading. I'm on my I'm tethering.
But if you haven't got this glitter, if you haven't got the bedazzling paper, you can use any glitter paper, or you can use some silver foil. It will still work just as well. It's just that this bedazzling paper is just it's just beautiful.
So dazzling.
All right. They make good arrows as well. I'm sure you could utilise those. And I won't get rid of this. We don't really get rid of it. See, if this was normal coloured cardstock, I probably would chuck this now. For some reason, I won't get rid of this one because there's lots of little things which you can then, like the stars, for example, or I can my baubles. I can cut my baubles out with those ones there. All right, admittedly, I won't be able to get 8 out, but I can get 6 out of that at least, and then I can cut the other 2 out down there. I don't know. Is anyone else that like this with glitter paper that you just don't chuck it away, or is it just something? Am I just like a magpie? It's a glitter paper.
It's still in stock in.
It's still in stock here, is it? Okay, so good. So yes, so I'm assuming in the European markets it is still available, and you can get this free of charge, but only for the next for about another week. It ends at the end of September, 2021. It ends, and it will be no longer. So if you want to get this, you can get it free of charge with a £45 spend. So if you like this stamp set, you can buy the stamp set, and then you can then choose this paper free of charge with it. So I've got those. So there's going to be some trees, which I have got here. So that's those elements. Yeah, I'm going to then just move on to some blending.
Guess how many Betty has?
What packets of?
She's got 6.
Wow, I've just seen Janice has got 4 packets.
Mandy's got 8.
Wow. Any advancement on 8 packets of paper? Alright, so I've got myself some blending brushes, or a blending brush, sorry, and I've got myself Misty Moonlight again, and I'm just going to do myself a bit of blending. Okay, sorry about the wobbles on this, the camera may shake as I go around. So I've got the smaller piece of paper which I prepared, and I'm just going to start off in the middle, and I'm just going to gently build up some colour. I'm just going to make a little bit of a halo going on here. So this is a case from Tammy Wilson. It's just beautiful. But again, you could do this in all sorts of colours. I'm actually doing a straight case here, so the colours are all. So it's a case. If you're wondering what a case means, it's copy and share, or copy and selectively edit. So copy and share everything, or copy and selectively edit. So I'm doing copy and share everything. But apart, I'm changing the embossing folder over, and I've changed the embellishments, and I've changed the sentiment. So I've selectively edited. Alright, so I'm just making this like little circle motion with this and this, so that can then go over the top like that, so it just acts as a bit of a background for this. Just pick up a little bit more and just come on out. That's it. So that's that one. So that's going to go like so, like that there. So I'm done with that one. So that's good. Alright, we've got my trees already. I've lost a tree. There's a tree. I'm going to pop that to one side. I just need to tidy as I go. I don't like being messy. I need to pop the trees away before I lose them. That one and that one right there. Which is good. And then I'm going to do myself a bit of embossing. So I've got myself the embossing folder here, which is the Timber 3D embossing folder. So I'm going to need the big machine for this one. So the big Stampin' cut and emboss machine, because obviously it won't go through the mini. Ooh. I'll bring this up here, moving all my bits out of the way, and I'm just going to run this through the machine. So I need plates number 1 and 4, and I do have it, Jay.
Well, I did double check.
I think I did. Yeah, I think he was looking at it himself. Did he pick up the plate before he come over? All right, so
very good.
I'd already put it in there though.
But I double check everything. Normally you complain if I don't check.
All right, so I'm just going to run this through the machine. So, like I say, this is a 3D one, so there's quite a lot of texture on this one. Just
I thought you said a freebie one.
Going nice and slowly for you so it doesn't wobble the camera too much, but I think that's still failing. That's that one and that one there. Pop my plates down. And that's that one. Can you see that? There you go. So it's lovely on both sides. You've got the debossed and you've got the embossed side right here. I think it is just stunning on both sides. Okay, really, really nice. So that's that one. So we can pop that to one side. So that can actually get stuck down straight down onto the card base now. So we're going to go white on white. So I'm going to stick that down straight away so that I can get nice and stuck. You can get good and stuck. And I can go a little bit in the middle as well because that part's going to get covered up. So I'm just going to gently stick this down and then allow that to just dry up. Right, it's just a lovely embossing folder. Really, really nice. So good, so that's that one right there. We can then also go ahead and I can then stick this piece down as well, and then that can then just be, I can then pop something heavy on it just so that starts to, oh yeah, I will do, because I'm going to put the trees on dimensionals. So what I could do is, if you're, depending on how you're posting this, you can pop this on dimensionals and then pop your trees on dimensionals. Actually, I might do that for this one, but I may send out my prototype one, which is a little bit flatter because it's easier, just so you can see what it looks like. And then that gives us the it shows you what it's like. Well, I'll put the dimensionals down somewhere. I've lost them.
Do you want a new pack?
No, I'm sure I've got a packet of mini dimensionals here, but I was looking for the chunky dimensionals. Sure Tommy's stolen my dimensionals.
I've got a full pack here.
Oh, I've got a full packet right here as well. So I'm going to do this. So we will stick this down and I'm going to double D.
You have a full packet because I gave that to you earlier.
Double dimension. Okay, and in the middle. So we can at least see what this looks like. And that can go on the top. Like that. So we will, I'm just going to do it this way because I've got a little bit of smudging going on down here. So this is the part which is going to get covered up by the tree, so I can hide that little bit of smudging, and I'm just going to pop that like so, right there. Good. So what we want to do now is, I've got my elements here, I've got my tree, and I've got my two glittery trees. I now want to get myself a sentiment prepared, so I'm going to pop that to one side for one moment, and I'm going to get myself a sentiment prepared, and I'm going to be using some polished pink here.
Ow, ow.
I'm going to be using the sentiment here, Season's Greetings, and I'm also going to be using the Treasured Tag Punch. Okay. So I'm just going to cut this down to size. So I'm going to cut this down so it needs to be 3/4 of an inch, because I'm going to be using the second size up. So it's 3/4 of an inch strip. Then that fits into the second channel. So if you get 1/2 an inch, you go into the smaller one. 3/4 of an inch, you go into the second one, or then 1 inch, you then go into the larger one. Okay, so you can get yourself some nice patterns going on here. So just do that, and then I can then punch out the end parts. And then I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to then do my embossing on this, and then I will then snip away the end. So I've got Versamark. I also need to just prepare my cardstock. So again, we've got the old embossing buddy. If you haven't got an embossing buddy, just use some talcum powder or some cornstarch or something like that, or what else people said works. This just takes away any stickiness, greasy fingerprint marks from this. Yeah, just pop it like in like a little bag.
Oh wow, thank you so much, Betty.
Thank you, Betty. Okay, that can go in there like that. And then I'm going to then stamp with Versamark. And I will then pop that down like so. I will then take myself my white stamping embossing powder, which is this one right here. I've got myself a little bit of shiny paper. This is actually a leaflet which came through the post a couple of years ago, and we've always used it because it's perfect for heat embossing, because the embossing powder just falls off of it quite nicely. Cover this up with my white, and see, I just chuck it on there. I don't dilly-dally and just put little bits on here and there. Just chuck a pot on there, chuck it all on there, and then you can if you've got it onto a bit of paper here, you can then just quite easily decant it back into a bit of paper, bit of thing. See, I'm very conscious of me saying dilly dally now after you made reference to it a couple of weeks ago.
Because you're dilly. You're dilly. See, all of these sayings I've never heard before. I met you.
Alright, so that's that one. What I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go and heat set this now. So I've got my heat tool here. Just try and not get myself tangled up in the wires. And I'm just going to heat set this. So it's handy that I've left myself quite a big end. I can got something to hold on to. Just going to heat set this. It's going to get a little bit noisy. And we'll do this now. Are we tied?
I thought I was losing.
I thought you were losing. I'm sure. We need a recount.
No.
So that's that one there. You can see. I don't know whether or not that's coming up now, but that's now just gone from a powder to a nice shiny surface. Okay. So just let that dry for a second or two, and then you can then just grab your trimmer out, and then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to just give myself a straight edge. If you wanted to, you could obviously pop it back in again, and you could then. A bit more off from that.
Oh, got it.
So that one is that.
Vicky said my vocabulary has taken on new terms because of my favorite Brits.
What is your favourite term? What have we taught you which is... I think Jay has just got the best Jayisms though, hasn't he? It's like... I know. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to then stick. So we're going to double dimensions. This is a bit heightier than normal. So I'm just going to pop heightier.
You're as bad as me.
So I'm going to do 3 on there because what I want to do here is I want to grab a bit of ribbon. I know. I should have told you all the way. You probably are all sitting down. I should have warned you before I said I'm going to use. I'm going to show you. It's not ribbon I'm using. I'm using twine.
Ooh.
I'm using the trim.
Are you going to show the snowflakes as well?
I don't know how to use the snowflakes though, Jay. I don't know what we've.
Oh, have you stuck the tree? Just put it behind the tree.
Put it behind the tree.
Yeah. Show it anyway because it's in the Whimsy and Wonder suite.
Okay, so we've got a tree here. We've got these lovely snowflakes. So Jay's saying stick it behind a tree. So I'm going to just take it out and see what happens and stick it behind a tree.
Cut it in half if you want.
Yeah, I suppose we could snip this down. See, this is what Jay. This is how Jay makes his stuff. Just stick it down. See what happens.
Chris said no one says layers upon layers upon layers.
Yeah. See, I've lost my... Where's my tree?
Again.
Has anyone seen where my tree's gone?
To the left.
To the left, to the left.
Yeah. This is the Beyonce.
Oh, it's right here. I've took it upside down. I put the dimensionals on it, didn't I? Oops. Oh my word. So these snowflakes have got like a shiny shiny surface to them. It's easy to show it to you on this one here. It's like an iridescent. It's kind of like a little bit. It has a light catch. There's like a little bit of a rainbow in there. What do you call it? Like is that an iridescent type of style? Yeah. So they're an iridescent. So we're going to see. So initially, I was going to pop some twine behind this tree. Some trim. some trim. Not some twim, some trim.
You can still do.
I will try and pop some trim. I'm very conscious now. I'm going to say twim again.
Twim.
Right, and I loved it. I can't remember. Was it
Mandy.
Betty or was it Mandy?
I think it was Mandy.
I know it was either Betty or Mandy that gave this tip out thing about straightening out this ribbon. I love it. I'm not scared to use it anymore. Because it actually does what I want it to do.
It didn't scare you before.
Well, it's got a mind of its own. Look at it. Before you straighten it, it's like, oh my god, how do I tie that up until it's going here, there, and everywhere? I've got it straight, but then I turn it into a nice little bow, a circle thing myself. So I'm just going to give myself 3 fingers of twine. And pop this trim in here. Oh, see, this is why it's got a mind of its own. It's indigo trim. So we can go with that one like that. We can pop the snowflake behind. I'm going to go with some trim. So I gave myself 3 fingers, didn't I? Because then what I do is I can then pinch that in like that. I will then just probably tidy up and then I will then stick that over. Okay, so I'll do that again in a second. First things first, right, I'm going to grab myself a little bit of Stampin' Seal. This is Stampin' Seal Plus here. I'm just going to just pop a little bit down there, and then I can then stick this. It's going to go like that there, so I have a little bit hanging off over this side over there. That one like that, and then I will then have another little bit of the Stampin' Seal goes on top here. And then I'm just going to then just wrap this twine around or trim around my fingers. And then I tend to like to, this is why if I do it this way, it doesn't want to, this is why I don't like it, because it really doesn't go how I want it to sit. Let's see if I can get it to go. Because I do like loops, it's just that I can never get them to loop the way that I want them to loop. They don't loop the loop. Okay, alright, I think that might have worked. Because once I get that down, maybe, no, see, I don't like it.
Just plonk it on.
Plonk it.
It'll be fine.
Just plonk it on, he says.
Yeah.
Plonk it on.
Plonk it on. See, that looks great.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of tear and tape just to go over the join here, just to hold it in place again. But I'm not going to take it off. So that now is now down, and then that can then go over the top of that like so. I'm just going to snip off a little bit down here. So that has now been stuck underneath, and then it's got some tear and tape on the top of it, which then that can go down like that. So I suppose I am now selectively editing the card. I've used the same colours, and I've used the same same stamp set, but we have the addition of the snowflake and some different twine and some different embellishments.
Different embossing folder, I think you used.
Different embossing folder as well. So I've selected, because I didn't have the embossing folder which she used, so I've edited and used my other one. So, and I'm having fun doing it. That's just the whole point about this. Just, and we don't mind obviously if you copy ours. Obviously, selectively case our stuff as well. Please do. If we didn't want you to see, if we didn't want you to desire to copy these, we wouldn't be doing videos for you. So I'm just going to then just pop that one down here, and then I'll pop this other one. So we are nearly finished. So if you would like to win, the first card, and you haven't popped a comment in the live chat to the side of the video, then please do, because we will be drawing the name from that one. If you want to win this card, which we have made, then you just need to pop a comment in after this video has gone live down below. Okay, and then we will then pick the winner for this one on our next video, which will be on Sunday evening. Right. So I'm just going to then just finish this off with some dimensionals. Just going to do one dimensional on this side over here, because then that can then go over like that, and then we can then pop some glue on the actual end part over here.
Vicky said she loves crack on. That's crack on. And she also likes shush it.
What?
I can't say it.
What is it?
Wait.
Jay can't say whatever you've dealt. Shoot. What? Where is it?
Shush it up.
Shush it up.
I was trying to remember what it was, but
don't you mean shush it up?
I don't know.
Zhuzh it up rather than shush it up. Right, so that's gone on like that. Goes over there, and then to finish this off, we need some embellishments. See, I would never do this if I was designing this on my own, which is why I love the casing side of things, because it allows me to. It takes me out of my comfort zone.
Thank you, Jeanette.
It takes me out of my comfort zone. Oh, thank you so much, Jeanette. But I know that I'm going to get something good at the end of it, because I know that the initial design is amazing. So that's why I love the casing side of it. So I'm using the blue adhesive back gems, because I think it worked quite nicely with the background. So I'm going to pop one over here. I'm going to pop, because I've got this on doubled, I've double D'd this, I can use one of the larger ones. And that one's fallen off quite nicely, so I will use that one. And I'm just going to tuck that one kind of like underneath. I'm going to do a bit of a J here. I'm tucking embellishments under stuff.
You have to hide it.
Yeah.
It's like peking gem.
A peking gem. Ooh, do you want a Chinese for dinner, Jay? So.
I'm allowed, you're not.
And there we go. That there, with our peking gem, is our second card, and I love it. I think it's great. Again, on the original there was an extra layer on this, which I've omitted as well, but obviously we've added some extra snowflakes, which is great. And there we have it. And those trees on that glimmer paper, that bedazzling paper, it is amazing. So there was the original one which I did, which was on a single layer. I didn't dimension it up, it's just on one dimension. So this will probably be the one that we will probably give away. We will see. I'll see I'll see how that works for postage. If not, it will be that one there. So I love it. And there is the first card. which we done, which was right there, which was initially using the offcut. So if you did this card first, then you'll be left with the offcut for this one, and then you can then go ahead and then you can then make this card right here. So what do you think? Did you enjoy those 2 cards tonight? Are you inspired to give this a go? Are you inspired to buy this set? Let us know. I'm sorry for spending your money if you haven't got it already though, but please come and shop with us if you can. There we go. So we've got lots of hearts there, Mandy. Thank you very much. And Tommy must know that we're about to finish because he has just come over here and he's going, is it ready? Am I ready for my close-up? So that's that. So if you'd like to win this one, get your comments in because we're going to be picking a name very, very, very soon. Jay's just finishing all of the names up.
There's lots of new ones.
Oh, and there's loads of new names coming in. So yeah. So I forgot to say anything. Yeah, booking for classes if you'd like to. The links are sure in the chat. If not, head over to our website mitosucrafts.com and you can then book in for classes. We have got our TNT all-day retreat, which that is still available for the PDF and the video live with us on Sunday. Peaceful Cabbing is next week. We'll be making a really nice fancy fold, a box and a simple card for that one right there. And Jay, once he pulls his finger out, will get the rest of them up online for you to book in for. Oh, we also have our colouring master. I need to mention this. We need to have a colour. We're very late in putting it up on the website, so it's not as busy as we would have liked it to be. But we do have our colouring masterclass, which is tomorrow evening, and we're going to be using the Bright Bulbils stamp set. And you're just going to. How long is it for, Jay? How long is the class for?
2 hours.
Is it a 2-hour class?
Yeah.
So 2 hours of Jay colouring, and you can then colour along with him as well. If you can't make the live tomorrow evening, you can still buy into the class and you'll get the video replay so you can then watch him colouring that if you want to. And then you can then ask us questions via chat if you want to. You can send us some messages, emails, or in the comments in the chat, and then we can then answer that for you as well. But that is a colouring masterclass which is happening tomorrow evening, but is available on replay. But if you want to colour along live and ask questions live with us, be here tomorrow evening. £15 or whatever is an equivalent in your currency. We'll be there.
I think I have everyone.
So we have. So Jay's got all of your names in. So have you got anything to show them, Jay?
No.
No.
I haven't vlogged this week yet, and there is going to be on Friday the Global Stampin' Video Hop, which is but yeah, no.
But yeah.
But yeah,
whatever.
no, but yeah, no, but yeah, but.
Okay, so right, let's just go straight over to the live draw for this card right here. Tommy is now coming in. I'm just gonna have to quickly show you. He's just sneaking in ever so gently.
Do you like that as well?
Yeah,
do you like the bedazzling?
He wants to. He wants to get the ribbon.
Right. So good luck, everyone. Hey, Nikki!
Yay! Finally, I think you won one. Excellent. Well done. The first card is working its way over to you. Details popping up along the screens there. Please indicate so Barry and Jay at mitosucrafts.com. And that card
Congratulations.
is coming to you. See, perseverance.
Yes, well done. And thank you everyone for joining us and staying to watch Barry create the cards. We'll be back on Sunday.
Yes.
It's probably going to be me because you're doing the TNT.
Yes, I am doing the TNT on Sunday, isn't it? So yes, you're going to, and I've got the gym as well straight afterwards.
Oh yes, you do.
So
okay.
yeah, so it will be because I'm going to literally do me all day. We're going to do the thing. And I'm going to go to the gym and then come back and do a video for you lot as well.
Yeah.
So yes, so you're going to have Jay on Sunday whilst I crash in the corner.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Iniki. Well done. That card is coming to you. If you'd like to win this card or the prototype, which I did, whatever one, then pop a comment in, please, down below to win one of these cards right here.
Yes.
Lovely. Thank you all much. Thank you so much for your
again.
donations and for your support, and we will see you again in a few days' time.
Take
Friday,
care.
Funfold Friday, 6 p.m.
Oh, yes.
See you later.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.